Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's section or segment of the Unscripted. And I'm so excited to be here again, once again, for us to have all of these conversations. It's been, I know we just, we're still getting into the vibe of other and all of these learnings. But like I said, we're all going to be growing together. And once again, I want to appreciate you all that have been following and subscribing and all of that. And for those who have not subscribed, please just hit on the subscribe button. Follow us on all of our social media platform, and also support by sharing and getting to let everyone listen to these blessings that you're receiving, or that we are all receiving. Um, but yeah, that being said, today I want to have a conversation. I want us to talk about something that we don't often is a part of us we don't really get to talk about. It doesn't really get spoken of most time of our lives, of ourselves. And and today we are going there. We're going to be talking about that because uh most of us tend to wrestle silently when it comes to this. We tend to fight with it in our hearts, in our mind. Yes, we tend to do. And that is our identity. Most of us are still yet to discover our identity. Most people are still yet to discover their identity, especially in this noisy world. It's becoming harder and harder to discover who you are or having an identity. So let me ask you this: who are you when the world isn't telling you who to be? Let that breathe for a second. Who are you when the world, and when I mean the world, I mean the world, everyone, your family, your friends, social media, people you pretty much look up to, people you respect. Who are you when the world, everything that you so believe in, isn't telling you who to be? Do you have an answer to that? Because the truth is, we live in a generation where identity is being fed to us, not found within us. So, who are you when you're no longer performing for validation? When you're no longer doing the things you do because you want to be loved or liked, or you want to gain certain kind of favor or validation? Who are you? Only you can pretty much answer that question. I wonder how many of us tend to ask ourselves that question. And if we do, how often do we ask ourselves this question? Who am I? Do you tend to sit down and reflect and ask yourself this question? Who are you beneath the filters, the expectations, the projections of others? Because the real tragedy isn't losing time, is losing yourself. That's the real tragedy. Losing yourself. And unfortunately, so many people are losing themselves because of having no identity to who they are. Losing themselves to losing themselves to the world, slowly losing themselves to people or the projection of people, quietly losing themselves under the layers of roles, likes, metrics, mask. You want to be loved, you want to be liked, you lose yourself. because of what you see, because of what people say, because of how you want people to look at you. You lose yourself. You have no identity. The noise is pretty much endless. Social media, culture, friends, expectations. These are the noises all around us, and we lose ourselves to all of this. The algorithm creates your feed, but slowly it starts creating you. You scroll and you start thinking, should I talk like that? Should I act like that? Should I dress like that? Should I speak like that? Should I do it that way so that I can be accepted? And you lose track of the fact that your uniqueness is what makes you special. You try to want to fit in and throw away your uniqueness. You want to feel like so that you could be loved, forgetting that your uniqueness can also be loved. Your uniqueness could actually be the answer, could be the need. Your uniqueness can be the sustenance that you want. You don't always think you're enough. Let me take it back. Ask yourself this question: am I enough as me? Am I enough as me? Are you enough as you? Do you need to be me to be accepted? Do I need to be you to be accepted? No, I do not. We all are unique in our own ways. Your uniqueness is what makes you special. Your uniqueness, not you taking the uniqueness of me. No. You being unique in your own uniqueness is what makes you special. So ask yourself that question: are you enough as you? Do I need to be like Mr. A or B? Do you need to let that thought sit in? The problem isn't just comparison, it's disconnection from self, disconnecting from your own self because you're trying to compare yourself with the life of somebody else. You're trying to be like somebody that is not you. You're trying to live the life of someone else that is not you. As long as it's someone else's life, that is not your life. That is disconnection of your true self. It's more like you're editing yourself. You tend to edit yourself for an exchange of approval. It's so crazy and unfortunate that in this situation, in this aspect of losing your true self, you're shrinking, you're stretching, you're performing until you look at yourself and you become a stranger because then you have no recollection of who you are. The more you try to live the life of somebody else that is not you, you become a stranger to yourself. The more you try to be like somebody, you try to say talk like they do talk, you try to laugh like they laugh, you try to dress like they dress. Not to say the way they talk or dress is bad or so. No, you're doing that because you're trying to get approval. It's one, hey, don't get it twisted. It's one thing to learn, see something that is worth emulating and you want to learn from that. That is good. It's another thing to want to do something because you feel that person is appreciated and you want to get validation. And in doing that, you lose your own self. That's a problem. It's a big problem. You definitely at some point confuse attention for affirmation, or rather with affirmation. That is dangerous. because attention can be very, very, very loud, but guess what? It doesn't last. It does not last. You could get all the attention right now. You do all you want to do or all you're doing currently, be on social media, be on around your peers, wherever you are, you could do all of that, get all the attention. I tell you for sure, it doesn't last. It's gonna be there for a while. It can be as long as it can, but it's definitely gonna be for a while. Eventually, it's gonna fade off. There'll be something raining. There'll be something in vogue. Next. Okay, now we're done with this. What's next? And at that point, what happens to you? What becomes of you? Because then attention fades away. Attention is borrowed. But affirmation, that kind that comes from knowing who you are at your core, that's where foundation is built. Do not lose yourself trying to be somebody else. Do not lose your identity all for someone else's identity. I know the annoying part about it is that you can never be someone else. You can never fully live in someone else's identity. You can't really claim someone else's identity. You can only claim your own identity because that is peculiar to who you are. That is peculiar to your uniqueness. I want to tell you something I had to unlearn the hard way. Being visible is not the same as being known, you know, and being validated is not the same as being valued. There was a point in my life where my identity was a collection of mirrors. What they thought of me, I was more concerned about, oh, how do they see me? How would they like me and all that? What they needed me to be, how they wanted me to be. And what I'm saying is not, this can come from your family too. Trust me. It's not just uh, in alignment to friends and the outside world. It's also peculiar to those close to you. As a matter of fact, closest to you, where you think about what they needed of you, what the crowd, how they clapped for you, how they appreciated you. I you know, I think I became fluent in being liked, but illiterate in being myself. Yeah, I was an illiterate in being myself, losing one's self because you're concerned about, you do things because you're concerned about how they see you. So you're doing everything to want them to want you, like you, care about you, be around you, the attention. But I learned the hard way. I'm not in that space anymore. I've gone past that line. I'm way past that. I guess I'm saying this to let you know that I've been in that life. I've been in that situation, that box. I didn't even know myself. But then I did something radical. I stopped listening to everyone else. I started listening inward. I started listening to myself. I started reminiscing. I started sitting down, finding comfort, finding peace in solitude, in quiet moments. I started having more quiet time for myself, quiet moments. I was comfortable in just being alone in my room and just thinking, reminiscing, doing nothing, just thinking, training my mind to listen to myself. And when I was listening to myself, I wasn't listening to the voice of fear. I was listening to the voice of strength. Then I recognized who I truly am. I was even way better than what I was trying to be. I gained strength. I wasn't listening to the critics. that sounded like my past, my mistakes, my fears. I wasn't listening to them, but I listened more to that faint sacred whisper that said, "You are more than what you perform." So I'm saying this to you. That thing you think you're trying to be like, that person you're trying to be like, that character you're trying to portray to be loved, you are more than that. You are more than who you want to impress or you think you are impressing. You're more than that. You are more than your curated identity. You cannot find your identity in the crowd. You find it in the quiet. You find it when you unplug yourself, when you unmask yourself and ask, who am I when no one is watching? Who am I when I'm not performing? You ask yourself real questions, deep questions in that quiet moment, not in the crowd, not when everyone is buzzing in your ears or giving you visuals. In that quiet moment, that's when you ask yourself, who am I when no one is watching? What kind of person am I? What is truly in my heart? What is truly in my mind? Who am I? Ask yourself those real questions. What do I value? Not because it's trending, but because it's true to me. Not what everybody else is doing. I don't have to go with the crowd. I know I do not. I really do not have to go with the crowd. I am the trend, not the crowd. I am the trend. So who am I? Who are you? Ask yourself those questions. Do I need to do that because I want Mr. A or Mr. B to love me? Do I need to act this way or dress this way or lose myself because of the attention I want? It's so easy these days where the easiest place to see people who have lost their identity is to go on social media. You see a lot of them. People are doing things just to get attention. People are doing things just for the fame, for them to be loved. It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate where people have no identity anymore. Nobody cares anymore. Everyone just wants to be loved for the wrong reasons. Most people are not staying true to who they truly are. Your identity is not a brand. It's not a hashtag. It's not a number on a screen. It's your core. It's your essence. It's how you love. It's how you truly talk. It's who you truly are. It's how you truly sleep. Be it right, you snore or not. That is who you are. That's your identity. It's how you respond when no one is clapping. It's it's what your spirit aches for when the lights are shut off. Yeah. In your room, in that dark room, when no one is looking, when you can't even see your shadow. That's you. One truth is, in a world that screams be more, in a world that wants you to do more, sometimes the most radical thing you can do is to be real. So, I hope this is a reality check for you, though. I, 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 I pray and hope this is a reality check for you. You have to be true to yourself. So, if you're listening to me and you've lost touch of your reflection, if your voice feels drowned by the noise of who you think you should be, take a deep breath. Take it in. Take it out. Yeah, take it in. Let's do it together and take it out. You're not a trend. No, you're not. You're not a product. You're not to be consumed. No. Mm-mm-mm-mm. You're not. You are here to be whole. Be whole. Come back to your center. Come back to your truth. Do not lose yourself. Remember who you were before the world told you who to become. Come back to your true self, your real true self. Hmm. I want you to do something for the week, right? Let's see if you can just start by doing something. Take 10 minutes this week. Find a time this week. No phones, no mirror, no music, nothing of distraction. Just you. However you feel you can get or you can have or be concentrated on what you want, what I'm talking about to talk about right now, do it. But you sure should have no phone. And ask yourself. You could be in a dark place, all lights off, just you to yourself. Ask yourself, what do I believe? What do I love? What no longer fits me? Not physically. No, not physically. Spiritually. I'm not talking about the clothes. I'm not talking about anything physical now. What no longer fits me spiritually? Find a time and do that self diving and have that conversation. Ask yourself this question. Be true to yourself. Do this. And hopefully you can do this often. But yeah, start with that. Don't be afraid to rediscover yourself. Do not be afraid to rediscover yourself. Evolution is something that should be part of life. So you should want to evolve from who you are. So rediscover yourself. So just try this. Just take 10 minutes this week and do it. Try to rediscover yourself. That's not failure to rediscover. That's freedom. It's actually freedom. This world is noisy. Yes, it is. But your soul, your soul whispers. Even in the noise, it whispers. But the question is, are you listening? It's a noisy world out there, but your soul is whispering. But ask yourself, are you listening to your soul? Mm. This has been the Unscripted Insight where we remind each other that becoming doesn't require applause, just awareness. So, until next time, stay real, stay rooted, and above all, stay unscripted. And do not forget, please subscribe to our channel and follow us on every social media platform. The Unscripted Insight. We are everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Just follow us and support. And do not forget to share with a brother or sister and let us all grow together. Until next time again, peace.